Welcome to Artist Appreciation August and an experiment. So today's artist appreciation goes to PM Artist Studio, Patricia and Mariah. Who are they? And why are we featuring them? Well, let me just show you. They are on YouTube. They do live videos. They teach you how to do gel plate prints and all things acrylic and other things. They are artists. And you look at this. They make mixed media stencils. Well, more than that. This here I wanted to feature, though, because it's one of my favorites. It's called Dragonflies, and it is a set of 3. And here's what you get. Now, I will have their channel linked in the description box below. And if you go to their channel, you can find their website. And you can find Dragonflies set of 3. Here they are. They're black because I've used them today in our experiment. What are we doing today? Well, this here is a piece of wood from the Dollar Tree. It's a wood circle. That's what it starts out looking like, okay? And this is what we've ended with. And I thought, why don't I show you how to do this? Because really, it's simple. You don't, I finished it with the dragonflies, but you don't have to do that. But do you see this really cool pattern behind? I want to show you how to do that. What are you going to need? Well, it actually is really simple. I'm in my garage, so you're going to need Dawn Power Wash dish spray. Or not, you don't have to use this. I did. Regular Dawn dish soap, okay? So you can get these at the Dollar Tree, or you can get them at the grocery store, your local hardware store. But so that's 2 things we're gonna need. You're gonna need some sort of a surface. So I'm gonna choose another Dollar Tree piece of wood to show you with, but then I wanted to try vellum and fabric as well. If I had watercolor paper, we'd try that too. I have a feeling it's gonna work on everything. But then spray paint. It doesn't matter what brand, it doesn't matter what color, it doesn't matter if it's like glossy or matte, anything you happen to have. I have white, magenta, and what is this? Bright teal. Somewhere I have black. Maybe I'll look for that. So grab your supplies. Now, I will tell you this. Gloves if you don't want paint on you. And outside. These are stinky. And choose a space outside where when you spray, the overspray is not going to ruin something. I happen to be in my garage. The floor is already painty. It's dirty. And because it's my garage, I don't care. So this is where I do my messy artwork. Okay, I turned the light on in the garage, so it's going to be weird shadows. But I'm going to take this wooden piece, throw it on the ground, and then realign and zoom in. All right? Then I'm going to choose a base color. With the other one, I did white. Do I see black near me? Let me look. It would be fun to do black. Oh my gosh, I found blacks. It was sitting in a bin. So I've got this. Can I get the lid off? Oh no. Shake up your can and then spray your base coat. And then we're going to let it dry. It shouldn't take that long to dry, but we'll give it a minute. While this dries, I actually wanted to show you, I took a piece of fabric and I went ahead of time and I painted this with acrylic paints. I used magenta and purple, and I just put on a good layer, and then I let it sit to dry. So we already have our base layer for trying this. And then I took a piece of vellum, and over there, I put it on the garage floor, and I spray painted that white, so that has time to dry. And I thought just for a minute, maybe I would talk about why I'm featuring PM Artist Studio as Artist Appreciation August. I have to be honest, I've learned a lot from them. I have learned how to use the gel plate, how to clean it, how to do printing, all kinds of fun stuff, how to use stencils, what materials to use. There are different kinds, what color combinations to use, the color wheel things, mixed media, how to go about using your gel plate prints later. But I've also learned that you can use stencils for a lot of different things. It's not just for your gel plate. And so like this one is Black Eyed Susan flowers, and the artist, meaning the woman who created this, is actually Christy Hartman. So they take the time to include other artists. You know, they are a welcoming community. It just feels like friends. You can have a different opinion on everything from A to Z, but you come together as fellow artists, meaning experimenting and playing, and you just enjoy each other's company, even if you have a different, say, point of view on political things, religious things. Maybe you have different favorite colors. You have different tastes in music. It doesn't matter. You can all, I love it. You can get along, work together, have fun, and enjoy each other, and have friendships, even though you don't agree with 100% of each other's stuff. And I think that is what the world really needs right now, is this overwhelming grace and kindness and the acceptance of everybody's different. There's no judgment going on. There's just love and excitement and friendships. So they feature other artists, they sell and support other artists, but they also do things themselves. Like this tree here, stencil, that's somebody named Lucy Ames. So anyway, I just love that they do more than teaching. They also inspire. They inspire people to create art. They inspire people to come together as a community in so many different ways. So that's why I'm featuring them today. So this here, it is not quite dry, almost. I have an idea. Let's try this without the base 100% dry. You see that kind of shiny? Yeah, that means it's still wet. So what are we gonna do? We're gonna have some fun. So what I'm gonna do, I'm going to take the Dawn dish soap. I'm gonna open it up and I'm gonna plop some on here. We can do a pattern, we can do it random, it doesn't matter. So here's what I'm gonna do. Just bear with me, watch. We're gonna go back and forth. Okay, there we go. Now, choose a color spray paint. Doesn't matter what kind, anything you want. I'm gonna use the bright teal. And I'm gonna go ahead and spray paint down here. Yes, right over top of the Dawn dish soap. Okay, I'm gonna go halfway. And then I think what I'll do is go over with this. And this is a magenta. Okay, see, it is tropical pink. From Ace Hardware, yes. Now, let's take our spray bottle and let's do some spraying. This is where we get the fun cells, you know? And then let's do the opposite. Let's do the teal over here. Okay, and then like this. Now, we need to take this outside to the hose quickly. Ready? Okay, let's turn this. Grab the hose, wash it off. Am I in the camera? I hope so. Oh gosh. There we go. Isn't that cool? Now, it's wet, yeah. I didn't quite get as much, because the paint underneath was a little wet still. I didn't quite get as much cell reaction. Oh, look, there's a fingerprint. But, oh, see, anywhere that soap was created a resist. Isn't that freaking cool? And I'm gonna be honest, I love it just the way it is. Now, it does need to dry, and then I could come back and I could do some more to it if I wanted to. You know, add, I don't know, a stencil, a stamp, butterflies, turn it more mixed media, whatever. But for now, it needs to dry, and I want to now try this on our fabric and vellum. All right, here's our fabric. It has acrylic paint on the base. What do I want to do? Well, first, I think I'm going to go this way with the soap. I know I'm doing quite a bit. Okay, and then I'm thinking maybe some black. Okay, and then teal. Okay, and then we'll try some of this here. And why don't we spray quite a bit, and then maybe a little bit, and come over it with maybe a little magenta and a little white. Is this the white, or is that the black? No, that's the Black Dawn. Okay, now we've got to wash this off. Let's see if I can turn you. We'll come out here to the hose. Okay, and we'll move the fabric. And let's see. Okay, well, here we go. Who knows? Oh, gosh. Huh. Come on. Can you see it? Oh, there we go. Fun. It worked. Oh, my goodness. Obviously, this is really wet and needs to dry, but how cool is that? Oh my gosh. Wow. I am loving this, you guys. Okay, where do I put this so it can dry? Well, okay. So anyway, if it worked on fabric and it works on wood, then clearly it's going to work on watercolor paper and vellum and other things. I think we could try the vellum. Let's come over here. And my hands are wet, but maybe if I shake them off. Now, if you look, my painted vellum kind of curled, right? Which side did I paint? That's the question. Must be this side. I don't know, guys. I don't know. But it's curling, so I'm assuming, yeah, I'm assuming I painted this side. So let's just, oh gosh, come on, stay. There we go. And then, okay, you stay there, and you stay there. And let's do, there we go. Let's try some more. Okay. And now, we have to wash this off. So we're gonna move over here. And hopefully I can show you washing it off. Okay. Oh, am I under the camera? I hope so. All right, vellum worked. And I want to show you the cool thing about the vellum. Do you see those cool cells? Yeah, that is amazing. Dude. Now, of course, it needs to dry. Now, here's my thought. When the fabric and this here dries, well, and our wood, I am going to go ahead and use the PM Artist Studio stencils. And what I'll do is I'll just set them on it. And then I'm going to take, for this one, I think maybe a pink paint in a paintbrush. And I'm just going to paint the whole stencil. So the paint goes on here. Pull the stencil off. And then we'll have that print of, probably the dragonflies. That's my guess. And maybe what I'll do is I will actually use something from this in my Scrappy 8 Challenge 2025 for this month, the Winged Warriors. And I'll show you that on camera. And then I'll probably have to link this video. That way you can see, in case somebody misses this video, they can see how I did all this stuff. So anyway, I do thank you for being here. This has been interestingly fun. And I do highly encourage you to try it at home, but do it outside. The fumes are not good for you to breathe indoors. Not to mention spray paint goes everywhere. If you don't believe me, let's just take a walk. Okay, do you see there is soap and spray paint? I'm gonna let it dry because I want the spray paint to stay. And then we have, this is what I had done yesterday. And then we come over here and dude, we have artwork on the floor. I know. Who does this to their garage? Most people are like, no, keep the garage floor clean. And for me, I'm like, nah, we need some art on the garage floor. That's just me, and everybody's different. I know, look I started to do it on that plastic, and I was like, what am I doing? I want to make a mess. All right, guys, have a blessed day. I will see you either tomorrow or the next day. Bye. Oh, yes, messy.